Hi, so welcome to another video on the frequently asked questions for the ICAG examination. Now today I want to answer one of the commonly asked questions. Now one of the things you need to understand is, which I know you can attest to, is many of you writing the ICAG examination, the ACCA, CIMA, and whatever examination, professional examination, you're going to be working. We don't have a lot of full-time students doing this full time. So one of the questions that I get from a student is, Nhyira, I am working. I work 9 to 5, or I work 8 to 7 p.m. and I study part-time. How do I study to pass the examination? Now, this is one of the challenges that a lot of students have, which probably you can attest to it as well as a student. Let me know if you have this challenge as well. How do you study? So you go to work by 9 a.m., 8 a.m., you have to be at the office. You leave the office 5, or some of you, especially the bankers and other people, leave the office around 7, 8. But you still have to study, upgrade yourself, and then take your life to the next level. What do you do? Now, the way I will answer this question will depend on a number of other follow-up questions, because we need to take into consideration a number of factors. Okay, so number one, we need to ask, what's your life like? Because you see, we all have 24 hours in a day, so you want to make sure that you allocate or apportion time to the various key things that you have to do as an individual or as a person. So if you are working and studying, that means that there are certain times in the day that you are blocked. So what then do you have to do? It means that what you have to do is, you have after work, when you get home from that time, or maybe after work, you could study a little bit in the office before going home, if that is possible. So you have after work till the next morning. Now, I know during that period, you need to be eating, you have to sleep as well, because sleep is very important for your brain, for your memory, to ensure that you are in the right state emotionally, psychologically, so that you can even assimilate a lot of information or absorb a lot of information. So sleep is very critical. You don't want to take that for granted. So make sure you get a good night's sleep. Now, a good night's sleep is not necessarily about the number of hours you sleep, because you can lie in bed for 10 hours and not have any good night's sleep, because you wake up and you are just tired after sleeping for 10 hours. Then you can also have 4 hours or 5 hours of sleep. You wake up and you feel more refreshed than before. So yes, sleep is very critical, but this is one thing that you must understand, and this is something that is very critical that you must pay attention to. You have to apportion your time. Now, you don't necessarily have to study every single day. That is not going to be possible. It will be good if you can, but the truth is that that may not be possible. So from Monday to Friday, you don't have to study every time. Now, when I say study here, that excludes attending lectures. Okay, so whatever it is, let's say you're doing advanced taxation and then maybe advanced audit and assurance. Here, our timetable, advanced taxation is on Tuesdays, and then advanced audit and assurance is on Thursdays. So that's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. coming in there. So these 2 days, you're going to be in class. When I say study, it excludes the regular class that you're going to be attending. So what do? You need to allocate time. So you need to sit down with your notepad, with your iPad, or whatever it is, and allocate time. Examine your schedules very well. Okay, Monday, what do I do? After work, what do I do? Because a lot of you may have other responsibilities that you have to pay attention to. Maybe you are married, maybe you have children. You have to pay attention to that, because if you don't know and you are just studying, ICA, before you know it, your marriage is on the line and it's collapsing. So you have to be careful about allocating time. So the way you study as somebody who is working and also advancing yourself academically or professionally is to sit down and apportion time for the specific things in your life. But one thing you must understand is that definitely there has to be some sacrifices. There are certain things you do that you may not have to do again. So let's say, for instance, you are preparing for the ICAG examination. Okay, Monday to Friday you go to the office. Saturday, Sunday, probably Saturday you wash, and then Sunday you go to church. After church, maybe you hang out with family or whatever it is. So you need to find out, how do I schedule myself? So if Monday to Friday you go to work, and maybe you have some lectures also during those time, then you have to study time after work and study. Either you're going to do that after work, or you're going to get home early, freshen up, sleep, and wake up somewhere in the dawn to study. Maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to study a little bit and move ahead. Now, let me say that you don't have to do this with a long period of study time. It could be 45 minutes. So you could start with 45 minutes. Maybe you're doing public sector accounting and finance. So the 45 minutes, what you're doing is maybe you're reading something on public-private partnership arrangements, or you're reading something on public procurement, or you're reading something on interpretation of financial statement, or the public expenditure and financial accountability, public expenditure and accountability framework. Maybe you're reading something on that. So you spend time. Then as the time goes on, you begin to increase the time very well. Then also, one thing you must understand is that as you prepare your timetable, you prepare your schedule, you allocate time to study, you must put in place some break. Okay, maybe some 2 minutes, 3 minutes break where you get up, walk a little bit, not to get up and be on your phone. Because there are some of you, one of the reasons why you are not where you are, and one of the reasons why you're not successful is because your phone, which is supposed to rather help you, which is supposed to rather assist you, it's actually killing you. Because you spend all your time on WhatsApp groups, Now, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you, if you are working and you want to study to pass the exams, then you must make some sacrifices. So if previously you close from work, you need to call and spend time with some people, you have to be on WhatsApp, replying to messages that you know will not add any value to you, but you are doing that just to keep up with the Joneses, then you're just wasting time. Okay, so you pull the phone down, turn off your data, or put your phone in focus mode. Now, I mean a lot of, okay, I can say a lot of phone. Samsung has that feature available on focus mode. Apple iPhones have that feature also available, where you can put your phone in focus mode, so that even if your data is on, you can select the kind of applications from which you want to have notification or receive notification during the period of the focus mode, so that you can be uninterrupted and study. So you're working and you want to advance yourself. What do? You allocate your time. Sit down, go through your day, find out what is it that you can do, when can you study. Now, when you are looking at this, like I said, a couple of sacrifices will have to be made. Maybe Saturday, you can get up much earlier and then wash. Then the rest of the day, you can go to the library and study. It's a sacrifice. So maybe Sunday after church, instead of going to hang out with girls or boys to go and eat some fufu or drink some beer somewhere, you can sacrifice that a little bit, go somewhere to study. Now remember, this is a temporary issue. Okay, you are just postponing those moments so that you can advance yourself a little, so you can become successful as an individual. So you are working. How do you study to pass the exams? Look at your time, schedule your time, and arrange some time to study. Like I said, alternatively, you're going to be studying after work. 2, you can sleep early and then you study in the dawn. 3, you want to make sure that you utilize the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You want to make sure you utilize that very well. Then number 4, sacrifices have to be made. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be the ordinary. It's not going to be as you want it to be. You must give up certain things temporarily so that you can put yourself in the position to pass the examination. I believe that if you implement these very well, you look at them very closely, you will be able to still work, not go to work sleeping, and also prepare well to pass the examination. Like I say all the time, you don't have to resit the exam twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, No, you can go to the exam hall, write it once, and pass. You can go to the exam hall, write it once, and pass. It's possible, but the onus lies on you. You are responsible for it. Whether you are attending lectures or not, you are responsible for it. You want to make sure you sit down, do something on your own, identify your own problems, and work towards improving it so that you can go to the exam hall and pass the examination. Put it in the comment section. Let me know what else you want me to share my thought on. This is the FAQ series where I answer some questions that students have on their mind on how they can pass the examination and how they can study well to improve upon their life. So if you have any questions, you put it in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Nhyira Premium, because exclusive contents are also posted there, so you can get access to everything that it is you must get to. Whatever podcast platform or streaming platform you are on, you can search for Nhyira Premium and you will be able to get access to some lectures and content that you need in order for you to pass the examination. Remember to also download our mobile application on the Google Play Store or the App Store, iOS, and you get access to content wherever you are at, so you can study directly under my mentorship and pass the examination. I'll catch you in another video. Bye.